A beautiful woman walked into the fitting room. The boss quickly ran outside. He peered through a small hole to enjoy the view inside. But the woman noticed through the mirror. She saw his disgusting behavior. The woman then picked up a parasol and pretended to look in the mirror. She quietly moved closer to the outside. The boss angrily rushed back into the store. But when facing the woman and her husband, the boss had to hold back and act like nothing happened. In the end, not only did he get injured in one eye, he also gave away a beautiful piece of clothing for free. The couple was initially happy, but when they got home, they discovered that all their crops had been eaten by the neighbor's sheep. They had only been here for a year, and it was already the second time their crops had been eaten by sheep. It felt like half a year's hard work was wasted. John was furious. He immediately decided to go find the neighbor and demand an explanation. But what John didn't expect was that the seemingly gentle priest, not only did he deny that the sheep were his, but he also sent people to beat up John's dog that very night. The couple had always been peaceful and law-abiding. They had planned to seek help from the police, but the police just casually brushed them off with a few words, and they were kicked out. Back home, John became angrier the more he thought about it. This kind of swallowing his anger wasn't a solution. He wanted to solve it with force. However, at that moment, the woman said she was pregnant. For the sake of the child that was about to be born, she hoped John wouldn't do something foolish. John was angry, but he still had some sense. He thought the matter would end there. But the next day, to his surprise, the priest came to their door, and he even demanded John kneel and apologize.
On what grounds?
Sunday is the day of worship and rest. And you raised matters of business in full view of my congregation. You insulted me. You insulted the Lord.
John laughed at this absurd demand. He raised an axe and was ready to drive them away.
Váyanse, carajo!
Silencio!
It turned out the priest had been eyeing his wife for a long time, so he seized the opportunity to get rid of John. Meanwhile, the woman was still waiting for her husband to return. But as night fell, she still hadn't seen her husband. So the woman mounted a horse and anxiously searched everywhere. And the result was, as expected, she waited for several days. Like this, the woman grew more and more uneasy in her heart. She didn't know what to do next. Please follow me to learn what happens next.